Fog Entertainment back again with our video, and we've got the 10 highest rated Sons of Anarchy episodes. We are, of course, going off TV ratings that they drew, and we recently did Mayans. Mayans basically was just all of season 1 with an episode of the season 2 premiere, getting in there, sneaking in with joint fifth place. But as for Sons seems to be all over the place. But interestingly enough, there is no episode from the first 3 seasons, so take that as you will, but we're going to start in 10th place because that's where you have to start, troops. And coming in at 10th place, just like in Mayans, we have a joint last place, it's 10th place because, you know, it's not the lowest rated episode of all time, but we have got episode 10 of season 5, Crucifixed, and we have also got episode 8 of season 5, Abolation. So, Crucifix, of course, you've basically got the crew hunting down obese killer Randall Hackhour with a bit of beef with Tio in this episode. Also, Otto uses the crucifix to kill the sister of Lee Torek. As for Abolation, the club are essentially get shafted because Frankie, who owes a lot of money off them, we're trying to get Frankie, but of course he shoots Lila, escapes, takes Chib with him, and absolutely poleaxes Chibs in the back of the dome, and Jax and Clay have like a standoff about how about we get Frankie, bring him back, bring him to the table. You've got Jax with his gun and Clay with his AK. So yeah, this rating drew a 4.58. So it just shows you, like, Sons, the 10th place Sun episode did 2.05 more than the highest rated Mayans MC episode. There's levels to this game, and by God, Sons was better. Up next with a 4.60 is Stolen Huffy. Again, another season 5 episode here. We have episode 4 of season 5, and no wonder this episode drew. Of course, it is the aftermath of Opie. I'm not surprised that this drew, but Laying Pipe, the episode before, actually didn't do that good. I think it got a 3.87, which means still a decent rating. I mean, for Sons was very consistent. It did not go like the Mayans where it started really good then ended really bad. It constantly grew, and then the highest rating we'll get to. But for this episode, it's no surprise that the ratings peaked here for a bit during Stolen Huffy, because of course you just had the death of Opie. But it's weird to think through season 5 that like 8 and 10, those episodes did so close to this, but in terms of like consistency, the Sons maybe peaked during season 5 because this is the season with the most episodes on this list. So I mean, it's fair enough if you want to go down that road. But Stolen Huffy gets a 4.6, and sticking with season 5, we've got episode 13. We've got the finale. It's in French or whatever. Of episode 14 of season 5, which drew a 4.66. So again, another good rating. It's a season finale. You'll see a trend with Sons. It's basically your finale, your premiere, and that's tend to be how show goes. Of course, the last 3 episodes before this haven't been premieres or finales, but bar one other one on this list, they are all premieres and finales. So a 4.66, that brings us in 8th place. Up next, we've got a season 4 episode, and it is the premiere, and this in fact is actually the only episode from season 4, and it is the earliest episode to get on this list. Now, it did the finale of season 4, for example, did a 4.42, and I believe, no, not the finale, the part 1 of the finale did a 4.42, while the finale did a 4.24. And season 4, very consistent with the ratings, a lot of 4s, but no surprise that the pilot or the premiere of season 4 did a 4.93, almost breaking a 5 million. And also, it was like a new era, they're getting out of jail, there's been a time skip. And yeah, it pretty much smoked the rest of the ratings for the other 3 seasons. I think beating all the rest of them basically by like 1 million. So yeah, and that leads us to up next. We've got in 6th place, we have got Red Rose. We've got a 5.05. So we break in to the 5s with this list. And of course, by this point, the show is beginning to wrap up. And when the shows normally begin to wrap up, the ratings go up. And that's the sign, folks, of a good show, when the ratings are like at their highest at the end. We see that Breaking Bad's the best example for that. The ratings in the final season just fucking skyrocketed towards the end. And Sons doing a pretty similar job here as we will make our way through this list. But of course, Jack's killing Gemma, Jack's killing Unser, and the final chess pieces are being moved into position. Up next we have 5.17. We have got Season 6, Episode 13. A Mother's Work, damn it. Of course, in this episode, it was hyped very well. Essentially, what you have is Tara trying to flee, Gemma, Jax, everybody trying to do their best. With this, we've also got the threat of, the club. We're under pressure here. What's going to happen? Who knows? But again, it is a finale. That's a reason why it's here. But another episode in the 5.17s, and also you've got the death of Roosevelt and Tara. And yeah, since it's a penultimate season, you do feel like big things are going to happen in the second last season's finale. That leads us to the next episode, though. And it's everyone's favourite sheriff. It's Sheriff Boyd From, not Damien Pope, but it is Season 5, Episode 1. And this did a 5.37, so a 0.20 jump for the Season 6 finale here to the Season 5 premiere. And again, in terms of rating-wise, it's went up 0.44 from the Season 4 premiere, so that's a pretty decent sized jump there for the Season 5 premiere, so I do a decent rating. But up next is the podium places, and up next is the Season 6 premiere with another pretty big jump of 0.50. This season premiere, of course, you've got Jax running the club like the last season, but his wife is in jail. You've got Clay in jail. You've also the whole beef with Pope being killed. What's the aftermath going to be there? August Marks running things. Jack saving Tig's life, but August Marks still wants a bit of retaliation. The Irish are questioning why the fuck would Clay kill Pope. So a lot of things were at play here on the podium position. So a 5.87, pretty good for the Season 6 premiere. Moving in to second place, we go to the final season. For the second time on this list, and it is the premiere. It is the Black Widower, and it got a 6.28, so it's a jump of 0.33. Very good for the Black Widow here. Of course, final season. Tara's just been murdered. Jax is in jail. He's on the warpath. It's the final season. Is he going to find out the truth? Who knows? What's Gemma going to say to get off with the truth? Chinese killed my wife. That's exactly what happened. Or is it? And drumroll please, we have got the series finale. We have got episode 13 of season 7, and it got a 6.40, which is a 0.20 jump from the premiere. And yeah, come join the murder. Jax ties up all loose ends and then drives himself into a truck. Chibs is the new president. Tig is the new VP. He kills basically everybody in this episode. He comes to the realisation about who he is, tells Nero to get the fuck out of here with the boys. Give the boys a good life. But I'm not surprised that this is the highest rated episode. Is the series finale the best episode of the series? No, it's not, right? Is it up there? For me, no. Does that make it a bad episode? No, I mean, I'd probably rate the series finale like an 8.5, near a 9. But I think there is better episodes in the show. But I feel like the way everything went out, it went out on a good note. I know Jax died, which is obviously sad and all that stuff, but you look at other shows like finales and all, this got a good rating. It gave the fans what they want and all that good stuff. So I don't think there could be too much complaining from a fan perspective. But yeah, guys, a 6.40 for Sons of Anarchy in the finale. It was the highest rating, which is a massive 3.87 more than the highest rated episode of the Mayans MC. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Mayans MC finale, how they'll be able to claw back some of their fears. But if I was to make a prediction for the Mayans, I think the series finale, without some serious hype and without some here, you need to watch this because there's going to be, the reveal of a sequel or something, I think it will struggle to break a 1. If I'm being honest, but maybe Big Stevie Cool is wrong here, and only time will tell. But anyway, guys, that's just done with this video. Love doing this video. I love just going through old TV ratings. That's just done Mayans. That's just done Sons. I mean, maybe there'll be a vid one day where we rate. We give you them all. But as for right now, that's the 10 highest rated Sons of Anarchy episodes. Might day Sopranos. Might day Walking Dead, might day... Fuck, there's that many TV shows, man, you could get away with. I don't see why you couldn't doing more. But anyway, guys, that's Fog Entertainment signing out. Hit the big red button, hit the like button, give you some comments because I love to reply. But until then, peace.